Cataclysmo is a tower defense strategy sim developed by Digital Sun that's just been released into Steam Early Access. It's also the only game I've ever played that's made me voluntarily look up historically accurate, real-world castle building conventions. It's an RTS base builder that constantly challenges you to build bigger and better fortresses, all in hopes of helping your citadel withstand hordes of mutant creatures. Each night, waves of monsters will throw themselves at your settlement, and it's up to you to build a fortress that's strong enough to fend them off. These horrors are a consequence of the Cataclysmo, an event that left the world in complete ruin. A mysterious mist has engulfed the land, so poisonous the air is no longer safe to breathe. Playing as Lady Iris, a prophet and warrior of humanity's last city, you're tasked with leading an expedition of soldiers into the ominous Old Lands and through the Sea of Mist in search of a prophesized force that could bring an end to the Cataclysmo.
I will not let us become another lost expedition.
Cataclysmo's building system is modular, letting you place pieces brick by brick. The goal is to protect the centre of your camp where the citadel sits. If your citadel falls, you lose and must start all over again. The tutorial starts with you creating small walls and basic settlements, and then amps up to fortresses and bastions. At first, your builds will look pretty basic, rudimentary planks and dodgy stonework, but you'll learn quickly as the game constantly pushes you to build to new heights, and to stay out of reach of the ever-growing onslaughts happening below. I love the balance the game has between giving you preset building pieces, but also the room to be as creative as you like. Resources granted. If I had an idea in mind, I could always find the right pieces to make it a reality. And then as your mental blueprints get more ambitious, so too do your building pieces. As you grow your settlement, you'll unlock new pieces to pick from, a wonderful pick and mix of stone and wood pieces. You're also rewarded for how high you build your walls. As the higher you build, the tougher blocks will be against the torrent of sharp claws and toothy maws. Tactical building is a must if you want to get the best out of your units too. Each has a height that they like to favour, like how the lofty archers work better at 5 feet and above, but the heavier lobbers work best at 4 feet and under. The campaign has a steady stream of different unit types, each one requiring you to think about their height specifications and fulfilling them when building. Throughout a mission, you'll get further access to units and building pieces, meaning you're constantly building and rebuilding your structures as you go. Regularly tearing down your creations to replace them with stronger and more efficient battlements is vital for your citadel's survival. To reach your aspired heights, you're going to need resources. In classic base builder fashion, you can construct sawmills for wood and quarries for stone. They're often outside your settlement or out of reach, so you'll need to build paths and walkways for your workers to reach them. There's a lot of emphasis on elevation, like how you can stack your worker homes on top of each other, and the need for certain buildings to be placed on high ground, such as purifiers that filter the poisoned air. You're often given very little space in your settlement, forcing you to build upwards instead of outwards, which is a refreshing twist on base building.
Post me high.
Right, you've built your fortress, you're confident in its design and its structural integrity, you've assigned all your units and their correct height requirements, and your workers are slowly ticking away with a steady inflow of resources. The true test is when the night comes and the swarm starts to descend. There's a wonderful sense of tension and drama before they actually arrive. A red marker indicates what direction they're coming from before they actually descend, giving you time to quickly rearrange your units and make some last-minute adjustments. Then it's just a waiting game, watching for any movement in the pools of mist and dark forests on the outskirts of the battleground. When they do emerge, it's quite the sight. A torrent of mindless bodies pushing and shoving into every nook and cranny of the battlement walls. Whatever confidence I'd had in my building would instantly crumble whenever I saw this sight. These moments of action are tense. As your units rain down attacks on the monsters below, you're left to watch, only really intervening when something goes horribly wrong, and man oh man can it go wrong. As more tiny bodies gnaw at your blocks, they can actually break, causing everything you've built to topple over and tumble down. You learn to place blocks in a way to prevent this, but early on in the campaign, I would naively build without a care in the world, only for my very own Helm's Deep to crumble, including all of the soldiers I'd placed on top. I'm forever thankful to Digital Sun for allowing you to build when you pause the game, letting you frantically rebuild during a crumbling crisis. It feels great not having to rush your builds and being able to re-find your footing if devastation is on the horizon. You can also rewind time to previous days, correcting your mistakes and missed calls. Missions can last anywhere between a single night to a string of days. and the further you venture into the campaign, the bigger gauntlets await you, where nastier monsters are ready to take a big chomp out of your creations. Cataclysmo is a tense and exciting RTS, and its intricate LEGO-style brick-by-brick building system puts you in the hot seat of being directly in charge of your defences. It's available now in early access over on Steam.